Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Street Outlaws show. If you're a true fan of street racing and no prep kings, this is the place for you. Today's video is packed with some exciting updates and big news from the Street Outlaws community, and if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our thrilling updates. And remember, if you find this video awesome, make sure to comment number 1 below to show your love. If there's something you didn't like, feel free to comment number 9 so we can improve and bring you better content next time. As we gear up for the next season of No Prep Kings NPK, one thing is certain, this year is going to be bigger and better than ever before. The level of competition has never been higher, and with new cars, new racers, and new strategies, it's set to be one of the most intense seasons yet. If you've been following along with us, you know that NPK is not just about speed, it's about strategy, preparation, and the ability to adapt to unpredictable tracks. For the newcomers or those unfamiliar with No Prep Kings, let me give you a quick rundown. NPK is a high-stakes, no-holds-barred street racing series where drivers compete on unprepared tracks, meaning they don't have the usual slick, grippy asphalt to launch off of. Instead, racers are faced with challenging surfaces that can throw off even the most experienced drivers. So, why do drivers choose to race in these conditions? Because it's all about proving who's the best at handling the most unpredictable of environments. This season, the competition has heated up even more. New drivers are joining the ranks, while returning veterans are looking to reclaim their dominance. Murder Nova, Ryan Martin, Kai Kelly, and Doc are just a few of names you'll see at the starting line. These drivers have been tearing it up on the streets and have already built a reputation for themselves. But the real question is, will they be able to hold off the rising stars in this season of No Prep Kings? One of the biggest pieces of news this year comes from Scott Taylor, who has decided to part ways with his legendary No Prep Kings Camaro, affectionately known as Traco. For those who've been following along, Traco has been a force to be reckoned with, and it's been one of the most consistent cars in the NPK series. Scott Taylor has had this Camaro for 3 years, and during that time, it's been a top contender in nearly every race. So, why is Scott selling Traco now? According to sources, Traco was sold as a roller, meaning the chassis and body are being passed to a new owner, but the engine and other key components were removed. The engine in the car looks to be a Noonan engine, and Scott is reportedly helping the new owner finish putting the car together. This car may no longer belong to Scott, but it's certainly not the end of Traco's journey. The question on everyone's mind is, where will Traco end up next? There's speculation that we might see it race on radials or participate in some high-stakes, no-time 275 racing, as there are currently a lot of big-money events in that category. As Scott Taylor moves on to focus on his new car, a tribute to his father's Camaro, many are curious to see how Traco will perform under new ownership. Scott's new car, which is still in the works, promises to be another incredible contender in No Prep Kings. But will it live up to the legacy of Traco? Only time will tell. But no matter where Traco ends up, it's clear that it's still one of the fastest cars on the track. So, what does the sale of Traco mean for the No Prep Kings series this year? Traco has been one of the most consistent and successful cars in the NPK series, having won multiple events in the past seasons. Its consistency and speed have made it a fan favorite, and many fans are hoping to see it continue to race at the highest level. But with Scott Taylor's new project in the works, it's possible that we might see a shift in the competition. Traco's absence could open up new opportunities for other racers to step up and take the top spots. Ryan Martin, Kai Kelly, and others might find themselves facing off with new challengers looking to prove themselves on the unprepared tracks. One of the biggest challenges for drivers in No Prep Kings is maintaining that consistency in performance, and while Traco has been great at this, there's always room for other drivers to make a name for themselves. It's also worth mentioning that drag racing and no prep racing are growing in popularity. The rise of no-time 275 racing, drag radials, and other types of racing is creating a competitive environment where big-money events are on the rise. This means we can expect even more action-packed races and fierce competition throughout the year. If you haven't seen the No Time 275 races yet, trust me, you won't want to miss it. While we don't yet know who will be the new owner of Traco, we do know that Scott Taylor is far from done in the world of street racing. His new car, which he's building as a tribute to his father's Camaro, promises to bring fresh excitement to the No Prep King circuit. This new build is likely to feature a small tire setup that will make it competitive not only in NPK, but also in radial tire races. As Scott Taylor continues to build and refine his new car, we'll be keeping a close eye on the progress. We can only imagine what kind of surprises he has in store for the racing community, and it's safe to say that his new car will be one to watch. As Scott has proven time and time again, he's never one to back down from a challenge. Speaking of tire setups, small tire racing and radial tire racing are growing rapidly in the racing world. There's a lot of money and excitement surrounding these events, and they've become a major focus for many of the top racers in the street racing world. This year, there are even two $100,000 to win events in the Speed Promotions Racing Series, which have already sold out in terms of racer entries. These events are going to bring the best of the track, and Scott Taylor's new car could be one of the most exciting entries. With big money events popping up everywhere, there's no doubt that small tire racing is going to be a huge part of the racing scene this year. The competition is fierce, and as we've seen with Traco and other top cars, every racer is looking to push the limits and make their mark in the world of no prep racing. As the No Prep Kings season kicks off, we can expect a lot of surprises, exciting races, and fierce competition. Whether it's the return of veteran drivers, the rise of new challengers, or the continued dominance of top cars like Traco, this season promises to be a thrilling ride for both fans and racers alike. And if you're enjoying this video and want to stay updated on all the action, make sure to subscribe to the Street Outlaws show. We'll keep you informed on all the latest news, updates, and race results from No Prep Kings and other exciting street racing events. And don't forget, if you find this video entertaining, comment number 1 to show your support. If there's something you think could be better, comment number 9, and help us make the next video even better. As we wrap up today's video, it's clear that Street Outlaws and No Prep Kings are only getting more exciting. With new cars, new drivers, and a whole lot of drama on the horizon, this season is going to be one for the books. We're all eagerly waiting to see where Traco ends up and how Scott Taylor's new Camaro will perform in the upcoming races. As always, No Prep Racing continues to evolve, and with the rise of small tire and radial tire events, there's no telling what we'll see next. Stay tuned, subscribe, and keep watching the Street Outlaws show for all the latest updates from the world of street racing.